Hey everybody, we are out here on Pretty Boy Reservoir. It's Sunday afternoon. It's kind of cloudy, but a little bit of sun popping out here and there, so it's not too bad out here. Nothing really solid on my agenda. Don't really have any goals other than there's a little stream that flows into the back of one of these coves out here. I've popped into several of them so far this year already. I've not yet been out to this one, so I want to go check that one out. With the water levels as high as it is, I'm hoping that I'll be able to get back up into that stream a little ways. Probably not very far, 50 feet, 60 feet, something like that. But it's always fun to see how far I can actually get back up in there. So I'm gonna put the head cam on my head. We're going to paddle past some of these rocks right here around the corner, and we're going to head on off north and keep heading up towards the upper end of the reservoir, which is where I'm ultimately making my way. So we'll get a little video of this and then I'll check back in here after a little while. So let me get you strapped on. Everybody likes getting strapped on. All right, are you comfortable? Good. So this little point here is kind of right before we go around a big dog leg and then head back north again. And it's one of the few spots in this immediate area that's actually interesting to look at, with all the big rocks sticking up out of the water at the angle and everything. And I've said before, if you're familiar with my fish keeping channel and you're familiar with my aquariums, all you really have to do is look at a little bit of scenery out here around Pretty Boy and look at the way these rocks are, look at the way the plants are, and you'll get a really good idea of where a lot of the inspiration for my tanks comes from. So the water is at maximum level in late summer. You can kind of see all those roots hanging down right there. It's from that tree on the point. And it almost looks like some sort of hydroponic system. By the end of the summer, when the water is much lower, it'll just be all those bare roots just hanging all the way down into the water. Although I'm not so sure. Oh yeah, I guess it did survive. Interesting. We were really low on water a few months ago. We were 30 feet down. So I can't imagine how those roots were still exposed, but it probably has other roots that are down into the soil and whatnot, and it did just fine. So we are now around that point. We just again have to kind of keep making our way up around the bend, and then it's gonna jag back over to the other side and we'll start heading north again. So let me get on with that, and I will see you up around the bend somewhere. We'll find something to do today. All right, we are around the bend, and so that would be the dog leg I'm talking about. And if we keep on heading up that way, which I may after our little adventure here, that would take you up to the headwaters where the gunpowder flows into the reservoir proper, and that's maybe, I don't know, 1.5 miles, 2 miles north of here. So we may get to that after we're done back here. But all the way in the back of this cove is where a little stream flows in, and I haven't been back here in, oh, it's been probably at least a year. I don't even know if I came back here at all last season, honestly. So I don't know how far we're going to be able to get back in there, but I figured I'd start recording a couple of moments early, give you all a look around while I'm still out here in the open water. So just give me a few more minutes to paddle back into that corner, and I'll see you back there. All right, can really roll along when I got the wind and the current at my back. Not even putting a lot of effort into it. We're probably pushing 5 miles an hour through here. I feel like I'm in a race kayak. This is the Pungo 120. If you're not familiar with what kayak I'm actually paddling and you're interested in that, I put my own custom paint job on it, but it is a Pungo 120 from Wilderness Systems. I think I can get through here. We're going to find out. Yeah, we're fine. All right, this cove's a little further back than I thought, but that's all right. You get to enjoy a little paddle with me. It always feels different when I'm paddling out in open water. I just feel like I'm not making any progress, and you're just sitting there, and it just seems like the video gets boring really quickly because the scenery doesn't really change. But when I'm paddling along anywhere near a shoreline, you get much more of a sense of speed. And it's a little more interesting to look at. So I don't feel quite so bad bringing you along with me for a few minutes while we make our way to the back of the cove. I just didn't want to shoot video all the way across the open water. So all the green you're seeing up in there is laurel. That's an evergreen. It's still too early in the season for any new green growth to be in yet. So we do still have a lot of blush, red blush on the leaves or on the tree tips. So it won't be long, another few warm days, and we'll get some greening up of the trees out here. It's so close, but we're not there yet. So all we're seeing now at this point of green is, like I said, the laurels, mountain laurels, and various hemlocks and white pines and different evergreens back in the woods. All right, let's see where we go with this. This does not look like it's going to go very far at all. I was thinking about it last time I was back in this cove. It was late summer and the weeds are so high and the water was so low. It's actually been 2 seasons since I've been all the way back into this corner before. I could have sworn there was a little stream that flowed in back here that I could paddle up into, but obviously there is not. Maybe if we go over on that side, there's something to look at, because this is just sort of ends in a quagmire. There might be a little stream back there somewhere, but I sure ain't paddling into it. All right, let's go around the corner here. I don't think there's a stream on the other side either. I'm pretty sure this is where I was expecting the stream to be. Over here, I believe, is just a shallow bay. Doesn't, oh no, wait a minute. Hang on a minute. Oh, now I feel bad. There's geese that are nesting out on that little island, a tree branch right there. Let's see where this takes me. Now there's some geese back here too. This is probably just not going to take me any further back, but it's just on the other side of that. So let's go have a little bit of an explore. I won't get far back here, but we'll see where we can go. There's probably geese nesting back here too. Oh, okay, this is a stream that flows in. I knew there was a stream back here somewhere, and I've never been able to get this far back up here. So we're already further back than I thought. I was expecting to come up and get into this kind of area. That looks promising. That looks like that could be fish spawn activity. It'll be the first I've seen of that so far this year. Oof, watch out for the bottom there. I know, I see you guys. I'm not gonna bother you. All right, well, this would be the end of the line. Whether I could get under this log up here or not doesn't matter. I can see where the stream comes in and gets really shallow. So let's go as far as we can. And that's pretty much going to be right to here. Yeah, I knew there was a stream that flowed in back here. I'm not losing my mind after all. So this is as far as we can go. But, oh, there goes a couple of mallards. That's a nice vigorous little stream flowing in there. I'm not sure how much of that you can see or not. Maybe wake my little screen up. There you go. You can kind of see up through there a little bit. And here somebody's up there shooting. If you look at this on a map, this stream makes its way on up and makes its way up through a farm about a half a mile up through the woods there. So that's probably where we're hearing that gunfire coming from. Somebody up on that farm just up there shooting. So there you go, everybody. That was a little more exciting than I anticipated. I didn't think we were going to get this far back here, and I didn't think we were going to get to see that much of a stream flowing in. I thought it was going to be a little trickle of water. This is actually worth getting out and taking a little stroll up one day. So make sure you're subscribed. If I ever do get back here again, which I'm sure I will before the end of the summer, and I get out and I walk up there, I will be happy to take you guys with me. So subscribe and you'll get some of that. So let me get on out of here. I'm gonna say thanks for watching this one. I'll see you real soon in the next one.